Have you ever wondered why some people keep moving forward while others remain stuck in the same place year after year? Why do some dreams become reality while others slowly fade away? Many people believe failure happens because of bad luck, lack of talent, or difficult circumstances. But what if the real reason is much simpler than that? Today's story is about a young man named Aryan who spent years asking himself one painful question. Why do I keep failing? What he discovered changed his life forever. And perhaps it can change yours too. In a quiet village surrounded by green fields and winding roads, there lived a young man named Aryan. Aryan was not lazy. He was not unintelligent. And he certainly was not without dreams. In fact, he had more dreams than most people around him. He wanted to become successful. He wanted to make his family proud. He wanted to build a better future. But there was one problem. No matter how excited he felt at the beginning, he never seemed to finish what he started. Whenever Aryan began learning a new skill, he quit after a few days. Whenever he started a project, he abandoned it halfway. Whenever challenges appeared, his motivation disappeared. At first, he blamed circumstances. Then he blamed bad luck. Later, he blamed a lack of opportunity. But deep inside, he knew the truth. Something was wrong, and that something was him. One evening, after another unfinished project, Aryan sat alone beside a tree. The sun was slowly disappearing behind the hills. The village was becoming quiet. For the first time, he looked honestly at his life. He remembered every abandoned goal, every broken promise, every opportunity he had wasted. His heart felt heavy. "Why do I always stop?" he whispered. "Why can't I keep going like everyone else?" The question echoed inside his mind. And that night, he made a decision. He would find the answer. The next morning, Aryan went to visit an old wise man who lived on the edge of the village. People called him Baba Guru. For decades, villagers had sought his advice whenever they faced confusion or hardship. Aryan walked slowly toward the old man's home. His mind was filled with questions. When he arrived, Baba Guru welcomed him warmly. Without saying much, the old man invited him to sit. After a few moments of silence, Aryan finally spoke. "I keep failing. I start things with excitement, but I never finish them. I want success, but it always seems far away. Please tell me what I'm doing wrong." The old man listened carefully. Then he smiled and asked a question. "Aryan, do you truly want success?" "Of course I do," Aryan replied immediately. The old man nodded. Then he asked another question. "Do you want success? Or do you only want the feeling of success?" Aryan frowned. He had never thought about that before. "What do you mean?" he asked. Baba Guru leaned forward. Many people love imagining success. They dream about victory. They dream about wealth. They dream about achievement. But they hate the process required to earn it. They want the reward without the struggle. They want the destination without the journey. Aryan felt uncomfortable because every word felt true. The old man continued. "Tell me honestly, how many times have you quit after facing your first obstacle?" Aryan lowered his head. "Too many times to count." The old man picked up a small stone from the ground. Then he held it in his hand. "Imagine this stone is your future. If I throw it away every time I face resistance, will I ever build anything meaningful?" "No," Aryan answered quietly. "Exactly." Then Baba Guru looked directly into Aryan's eyes. "Failure is rarely created by problems. Failure is usually created by quitting." Those words hit Aryan like lightning. For years he had been treating obstacles as signs to stop. But perhaps obstacles were never the problem. Perhaps quitting was. Before Aryan left, Baba Guru gave him a challenge. For the next 30 days, finish everything you start. No excuses. No delays. No quitting. Even if the task feels boring. Even if it feels difficult, finish it, Arian accepted. And the next morning, his real transformation began. The first few days were difficult, very difficult. His body wanted comfort. His mind wanted excuses. Every morning, a voice whispered, "Skip today. Start tomorrow. One day won't matter." But Arian remembered Baba Guru's challenge, and he kept going. Slowly, patiently, one step at a time. Weeks passed. Something unexpected began to happen. His confidence started growing. Not because life became easier, but because he was becoming stronger. Every completed task felt like a small victory. Every promise he kept strengthened his character. For the first time, he trusted himself. Then came his biggest test. One day, his teacher assigned him a difficult project. Arian worked hard, but failed. He tried again, failed again, and again, and again. Frustration filled his heart. The old voice returned. "Quit. This isn't for you. You're wasting your time." Arian stared at the unfinished work. Years earlier, he would have walked away, but not this time. He remembered Baba Guru's words. Failure grows when people stop walking before reaching their destination. So he stayed. He kept learning. He kept trying. He kept improving. And eventually, something remarkable happened. He succeeded, not because he was talented, not because he was lucky, but because he refused to quit. That moment changed everything. Arian realized success was never hiding behind talent. It was hiding behind persistence. Every challenge was teaching him. Every failure was strengthening him. Every obstacle was preparing him. The struggle itself was transforming him into the person he needed to become. Months turned into years. The young man who once abandoned everything became known throughout the village for his discipline and determination. People admired his success. They admired his confidence. They admired his achievements. And whenever someone asked him for the secret, he always smiled and gave the same answer. "I stopped quitting. Nothing more. Nothing less." And that is the lesson hidden inside this story. Most people fail not because they lack ability. Most people fail because they stop too soon. They quit one step before progress appears. One day before improvement begins. One attempt before the breakthrough. Success is rarely about being the smartest person. It is rarely about having perfect conditions. More often, success belongs to the person who keeps going when others stop. The person who continues when motivation disappears. The person who chooses discipline over excuses. The person who refuses to quit. So let me ask you a question. What dream have you been postponing? What goal have you abandoned? What challenge are you thinking about giving up on right now? Perhaps the breakthrough you're waiting for is much closer than you think. Maybe you don't need a new dream. Maybe you simply need to keep walking, because every step forward matters. Every effort matters. Every day you refuse to quit, you become stronger than you were yesterday. Remember this. Success is not built in a single moment. It is built through thousands of small decisions to continue when quitting feels easier. And the future belongs to those who keep moving forward, no matter how slowly, no matter how difficult the road becomes. Keep going. Your breakthrough may be closer than you imagine. Thank you for being part of Tales by Hasiba. If this story inspired you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs encouragement today. And remember, the difference between success and failure is often just one more step.